So guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can start creating children's storybooks that you can sell on Amazon KDP using chatgpt. Okay, so if you're someone who uploads books and you sell on Amazon KDP and you've heard of children's storybooks but you really don't know how to get started, this video is going to show you how to go about it. Okay, so right now I think I've made a lot of videos about chatgpt that will help you to understand what chatgpt is all about and some of the things that chatgpt can actually do for you. It can do a whole lot of things for you if you know how to leverage it. Okay, so in this particular video I'm going to show you how to get started, and if you watch this video to the end, I'm going to show you how you can generate pictures or images that you can use for your designs that do not have copyright issues. Okay, so guys, let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is, as usual, you need to understand that chatgpt is a great tool that can help you to generate these content that you need for your storybooks. All right, and before you get started in your Amazon KDP book creation, you know that you have to go and get your measurement right with Amazon KDP cover calculator. Okay, which helps you to get your calculation right. If in case you're using hardcover or paperback, you get to select your binding type, you do all of that, and then you get your dimensions ready. Okay, I've made a lot of videos where I talked about these things, so if you don't know yet to even get started, if you're lost, I would advise you to go back to my YouTube channel and click on the playlist where you get to see a playlist on Amazon KDP. Just go there and watch all the videos regarding Amazon KDP, and definitely you'll get answers to any question you've been asking about Amazon KDP. So when you come here, you've generated all of that, just download your templates and then head over to your Canva. So we're using Canva and chatgpt. Okay, these are two great tools that no business owner online can actually do without. Okay, so if you're online and you want to tell me that you've not used Canva once, trust me, you don't know what you're missing. Okay, so we're going to be using Canva and chatgpt. So when you've gotten your size, your measurement correctly, just come to your Canva software or your application or the website and just click on create designs. Mind you, this thing I'm showing you now is something you can actually do with your phone. Okay, if you know how to use your phone very well. All right, so I'm going to click and then go to customize size, where I get to see the size that I want to work with. So you can see various sizes that I've used before, and always make sure you change your measurements to inches. Okay, Amazon KDP works with inches and not pixels. So this is it. You put your inches, the width, and then the height. Okay, so these are a few ones that I've worked on before. So right here I'm just going to open a particular work that I did recently so you see what I am talking about. Okay, so I think this is one. Okay, this is also another one, bedtime stories, table of contents, that I've done before. So let me just open one of them so that you see. So you can see right here, this is my bedtime story. Okay, and this is the interior of the work. Okay, this interior, you see I have a table of content, I have the list of stories I want to talk about in this particular book. So one thing you need to understand is the fact that you can have a particular storybook which has just one title for children, you understand, and then you can still have a storybook that has subtitles of stories inside that same particular book. So this particular book I'm trying to explain to you now, it has subtitle stories inside this particular book, up to 5 of it. So you can decide to even make it up to 10 just to make your book lengthy, you understand. So it's your choice. So right here you can see the adventures of Mighty Max. You can see the story here. So you can decide to increase the size, because you know you're actually dealing with children. So you can decide to increase the size so that your book can actually be lengthy and the content will be readable. Okay, this is just an example. If I want to publish this book on Amazon KDP, I'm definitely going to increase the size and do a lot of adjustments to it so that it will be fun for children reading it. When your work are too clustered like this, it makes it really difficult for anybody to read it. You can see. So I can decide to increase the size and add some fun parts to it. Okay, but I'm just showing you this so you understand how you can use chatgpt to generate your content for your bedtime storybooks. So if you go further, you get to see that I have a few of them. You can see right here I've created this one. So like I told you before, if you watch to the end, I'm going to show you how you can get pictures that are not copyrighted, you understand. So right here, let's go back to chatgpt and let me show you how you can start using chatgpt to generate your content for your books. So when you get here, you get to ask ChatGPT that you need bedtime stories. Okay, so I say subtitles for bedtime story. Okay guys, so you see the first search I made, they said they didn't understand what I was saying, so I had to retype and emphasize more. Okay, so you can see it's giving us a lot of subtitle stories that we can write on. So it's now left for you to copy any one of them. So let's say Dream Adventures, I'm going to copy it and then ask them now to generate for me. So Dream Adventures, I would say 100. You can indicate the number of words you want them to generate for you. I'll say 150 words. So let's see what ChatGPT. So you can see now it's generating the story for us now that we can use on Canva to create our interior, which is the main content of that particular book that we are trying to create. All right, so that's how important ChatGPT is. So if you're someone who really wants to start creating your books and you don't know how to come up with the content and the ideas, everything, just come to ChatGPT. It will help you to generate all of that. So I will do this continually for all the subtitle stories you're seeing here, so that I will use them as my content. Okay, you can see now once it is done, it's done with this one. So if I copy this as well and then I paste here, I'm just going to say 150 words as well. So you can decide to make it to be 500 words, 200 words, 1000 words. It's your choice. Okay, but I would advise you not to make your content to be too bulky, so that it will be easy for the children to read. You know, you're talking about children right here, so you have to make it to be a little bit not too length for someone to easily grasp through. All right, so this is how you can use ChatGPT to create bedtime stories. So when you're done with each of these stories, all you need to do is as simple as copy. Just copy them. Okay, copy, come here to your interior, add your page, and then you paste it. Increase the size as usual, like I told you. It's very, very important. So you can see here I'm increasing my size, and then because you're dealing with children, you have to make sure that your line spacing is really okay. Okay, so I can increase my line spacing like this, you're seeing now, and then I can decide to add a font style that children can actually relate with, a font style that is amazing. Okay, so those are one of the things you need to put in place when you are working on Canva and Amazon KDP. You have to make sure that your content is first easy for people to understand, and also, so like I told you, make sure that you have enough spacing. So I'm just going to remove some parts so that, okay, so that I will have enough space. Okay, your work should not be too crowded. So I'm pasting this here now. Change the font style. As usual, increase it. So at the end of each work, I will advise you to always put each of the stories, just put the end, so that they will know this particular story has ended. So like I told you, you know you're dealing with children, so make your font style to be really catchy, you understand? So you can see what I'm doing now. So this is the end. So if I start another one again, that's I'm still going to do it and then put the end. So let me view it in a grid format, so you can see how my storybook looks like. So this is how to create your children's storybooks. So let me show you another particular sample I worked on again. It's still bedtime story. I'm just going to click here. So you can see right here, this is still another bedtime storybook I was working on that has different stories as well in it. So you can see the first page, I decided to just try and make it look something catchy, and you can see right here, you can see what I did here. So I told you, if you watch this video to the end, I'm going to show you how you can start generating images that you can use, that you won't have issues with copyright. Okay, so keep watching and I'll show you how to generate pictures like this. I'll show you how I got this particular picture that you're seeing here. So if you scroll down, you get to see this format again. This is another format entirely that I worked on. Okay, you can see how beautiful it looks. So this is how you create your storybooks on Amazon KDP using Canva and ChatGPT. So the main work of ChatGPT is to help you generate the stories. Okay, so if you're someone you don't know how to write stories, no problem, just do this. Okay, just use ChatGPT to generate your stories, copy and paste, edit it, make sure that there are no issues with maybe punctuation marks and the rest of them. Just make sure everything is intact before you paste or sell your books on Amazon KDP. So guys, let me show you how I generated that particular image that I use for my design that is not copyrighted. Okay, so when I come to my browser, I'm just going to search for deep dream generator. So go to deepdreamgenerator.com and create your account. It's actually free, you don't need to pay anything. All you need to start creating your account is just your email account and your password, and you can also create it directly using your Google account. Whichever one of them you feel is easy for you, just do it. So when you come here, all you need to do is to tell the AI what you want it to generate for you. So right here, I'm just going to say I need bedtime story images of children. Okay, so just scroll down and decide how do you want it to be. Do you want it to be fusion? Is it artistic? Is it fancy? Is it photoreal? So let's say photoreal. Okay, and then I want it to be portrait, and then I want the quality to be high. The rest, face enhance is normal, and then upscale and enhancement I put 1 MP. So when I'm done, I just click on generate. So remember, you have to create an account. If you don't create an account, you won't have access to this particular stuff I'm sharing with you now. So right here, it's generating a picture. You just give it some time. Once it's done, you are good to go. Okay, so you can see right here, it has generated a picture for Ross. So you can see this child here. I can decide to use this picture to create a bedtime stories. All I need to do is to just maybe add 1 or 2 adjustments, add 1 or 2 elements on it here on Canva, and my design is as good as ready. So if I want to download this thing, what I need to do first is to make this public. So click on make it public so that it will be available in your folder. So I'm going to name it and say bedtime stories. Okay, so remember when I was trying to create this image, I selected photoreal. So you can decide to use fantasy or the other options there, so that it will be something related to stories about children and the rest of them. But this is just an example of what you can actually do on this particular deep dream generator. So I say bedtime stories. You can add a description. If you're done, click on publish, and it's going to publish your work. That way it will be available in your folder. So you see your folder here. When you click on your folder, this particular folder you're seeing here, you get to see all the images I have done, I've worked with. So you can see here, so any one of them you wish to download, just click on it, and then you see option to download here. So if I click on download now, it's going to download immediately to my device. Okay, so you can see it here, it has finished downloading. So that is how you use this particular website to generate images. So you can see a few ones that I've generated before now. That's to tell you the kind of things that you can generate on this particular website. So guys, if you got value from this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button so that YouTube will get to show this video to more persons. Also click on the notification bell so you'll be at alert whenever I drop a video on this channel. Thank you guys, bye.